Yo, welcome to My Math, Your Math. Today we're going to do a little bit more number tricks. So I've shown you guys how to look at a number and tell if 3 goes into it, 7 goes into it, and 11 goes into it. We also know for 2, 5, and 10. 2 goes into it if it's even, 5 goes into it if it ends in a 5 or a 0, 10 goes into it if it ends in a 0. How about bigger numbers like 15, 21, 33? Well, it turns out if two numbers fit inside of a given number, and those two numbers only have the number 1 in common, for example, 3 and 4. Another example, 5 and 9. Another example, 15 and 19. So two numbers whose greatest common factor is 1, you can times them and it'll still be in there. For example, 825, we want to know if 15 fits inside. However, we know 825 ends in a 5, so we know 5 goes in it, so we know 5 fits in 825. And from our video on divisibility rule for 3, if we take 8 plus 2 plus 5, that equals 15. And 15 is divisible by 3, so 825 is divisible by 3. So 3 fits in 825. And we have a video called Divisibility Rules for 3, which shows you how to tell if 3 fits into a number without a calculator. Since 3 fits in and 5, since 5 and 3 both fit inside of 825, and the only factor that they share in common is 1, you can times them. So 15 goes in to 825. Check. And you could do that real quick with a calculator. Do 825 divided by 15 and you will get a nice whole number. You will not get a decimal. That's what we mean by fits in. It fits into a nice number of times, no remainders, no decimals. 21. We know that 21 is really equal to 3 times 7. Right? And let's check the rule for 3. So the rule for 3 says 1 plus 6 plus 8, right? So that's going to be, again, 15. 3 goes into 15, so 3 fits in 168. And then also, we know the rule for 7. And in our video, divisibility rules for 7, all we do is take 16 minus 2 times 8, which is 16, which is 0. 7 fits into 0. So 7 fits in 168. And since 3 and 7 only share the number 1 in common, 21 fits in 168. Note, if you take two numbers that have something in common other than 1, for example, if you say 4, well, we know that 2 fits inside of 4, 4 fits inside of 4, but 2 times 4, which is 8, doesn't fit inside of 4, and that's because 2 and 4 have a common factor of 2, not 1. So, this only works if those two numbers that you're looking at share no factors in common other than 1. And so 21 fits into 168. Last one, we're going to do this one for the number 33. 33 is the same as 11 times 3. So, by the 3 rule, if we add these all up, again we get 15. 3 fits inside of 15, so that means 3 fits in the number 528. If we do our test for 11, divisibility rules for 11 is another video that we have under the playlist for number theory. We have that 5 minus 2 plus 8 is 11. 11 fits inside of 11, so 11 fits in 528. And since 3 and 11 have no other numbers in common other than the number 1, we get that 33 fits in 528. And that's that. So, anytime you have two factors of a given number, if the two factors only share the number 1 in common, then if you take their product, if you times them, that number is also a factor of that bigger number.